Hello, everyone. I'm Sam with MissionMoney.com. Who are you?
Hello, everyone. This is Mark from MissionMoney.com.
Hey, we got our weekly mission for you, as always, on our Strive network, strive.tv. Is that right, Mark?
Yes, Strive.tv. Yeah.
Which helps schools tell their stories. Mark, we're continuing a mission sorter from last week, if you remember correctly.
Yes, that is correct. A goals mission, Sam.
Goals mission, and specifically in that goals mission, picking a good habit that you can do on a daily basis that's going to get you towards that goal. Mark, here's what I want people to do to continue with the goodness of that good habit. What I want everyone to do this week is that good habit you've been practicing. It might not have gotten you to your goal yet, which is okay because we're talking long term. But sometimes when you adopt good habits, though they don't immediately get you to the end game ultimate goal, other good stuff happens. So that good habit you have been practicing, I want you to tell somebody every day this week, hey, here's a benefit of this habit that I have seen already. Here's my favorite part about practicing this habit every day. Here's some good stuff that has happened to me in my life because of this good habit I have adopted already, even though it hasn't got us all the way to the goal yet. How do you feel about that, Mark?
So these are adults talking with kids, or are these kids talking with kids? Is this everybody talking with everybody?
Well, I am kind of hoping that everybody has adopted a good habit, whether it is staff, students, parents, volunteers. And it'd be cool if they would all share with other people, because I think it'd be great if you have a teacher say, hey, class, check it out. I'm already working on the New Year's resolution. Here is this good habit that I adopted every day, and here's something that is good that's happening to me. Students, absolutely, we want you to do that. The other thing I'll throw out there, adults, maybe facilitate that conversation. Go up to kiddo and say, what's that good habit been that you've been practicing? Right on. How's that working out for you? And prompt that conversation so you can hear about some of the good things. Mark, if adults do that, they also may run across the child who has not yet adopted a good habit.
That's quite possible.
What do you think they ought to do then?
I think they should ask them what their good habit might be and make them come up with something, or help them come up with something if they have not.
I dig it. I sometimes we need a little push with those good habits.
You know what's so great about this too, Sam?
I've got some notions, but I bet you have something specific in mind.
Well, New Year's resolutions has been a phrase that's been thrown out there for many, many years, right? I mean, New Year's resolution. So let's make a list of what they might be.
Yeah.
And they're usually grand, and they're most likely unattainable. These are things that I've been sitting around thinking about. And so now it's a new year. So I'm going to write down that I'm going to, read 30 books or whatever it might be, because I've always wanted to read. I just never had time. Well, guess what? Just because it's January 1st, you automatically aren't going to get more time in your life.
Mm-hmm.
So what I like about this is we've taken that phrase basically out of it, and we've narrowed it down to one word, which is habit.
One good habit.
Absolutely.
I've got there's a guy I used to wrestle with when I wrestled at UNK, and his big thing was always, what did you do to make yourself 1% better than yesterday? Which, if you can just be that small and that incremental about it, with just one habit at a time and 1% better every day, boy, that adds up to something pretty incredible, and might add up to the big things that you're talking about, which sometimes seem so unattainable when we talk about those resolutions.
Absolutely. Right. I mean, that would be the end game, is you actually hit the big thing that you wanted to do, but you've done it with small steps along the way.
That's what's up. Right on. Mark,
Yeah.
anything else before we close up shop?
I don't know if Jay Dostal watches this, but I just want to give him a shout out because, he won NSASSP Principal of the Year.
Indeed, he did.
For Nebraska, so that's pretty cool. And Katie Matthews of Kearney is the Nebraska Distinguished Principal. So, Kearney was pretty well represented.
Kearney is pretty well represented.
Yeah, this branch had some things going on.
Right on. That branch had some things. Mark, you ever won any of those awards?
It's not about talking about. It's about talking about Jay and Katie.
It is talking about Jay and Katie. And so, give it up for our Kearney peeps. Right on. Anything else?
hashtag and send us those habits. Let us know how you're doing.
Yeah, we'd love to see some of that. We've had some good Twitter traffic with people doing those missions and those habits. We like to retweet that because we think that helps you guys as well. All right, Mark, I will see you next time.
All right, sound good?